Saturday, February 22nd, and it's 18 degrees out. Heading up to camp. It's it's a little chilly, but it's a nice bright sky today. Actually see the sun, which is nice. We don't see it as much as we do in the summertime around here. But the weather forecast is looking like tomorrow we're going to hit 40 and mid 40s after that for a short period. So I am heading up to camp, and I'm going to open up camp, get things cleaned up a little bit with any of the snow. We did receive a little bit of snow here in the last few weeks, but I think we're going to run out and tap a few maple trees. For those of you that do not have any experience with tapping maple trees, I'm no guru at it, but I can tell you that when the temperatures start rising well above freezing in the daytime, and at nighttime it's below freezing, that is the time that the sap is running and the best. So this will be the start of our sapping season. I don't know if I'll get too much right away, but by the end of this thawing cycle that we have before it gets cold again, it should be running. It's been a really cold winter, so it might take a little bit before it does start running. A few days. The trees are probably frozen tight right now, but as they thaw out, they'll start drawing, and we should be able to collect some sap and hopefully boil some down in a future video. But anyway, today is just a quick run up there. We'll check some things out. Might cut a little firewood, do a little tapping. We'll show you that, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Not sure on how well this is going to show up, but it looks like some little critter was walking around, and I don't know, owl, some type of bird of prey got a hold of it, but yeah, pretty interesting. So as I walk out here, here's the highway. This is where the wilt really comes from. But you can see all the trees that are down. I didn't cut any of these down. Every one of them were subject to the oak wilt. 2 more. These will be down this year. But the maple's filling right around them, so we'll see what happens. A little bit further, back on the trail, almost out to the field. This area here, all the oaks are down at this point, and the maples really have come in. 10 inches is about what you're looking for on a maple before you start tapping them. So this area here should be ready in the next few years, hopefully. So we're going to tap this maple tree right here. It hasn't been tapped in quite a few years. You aren't supposed to tap them every year, I guess. I am definitely a novice at this, but I do pick up what I can from people that do know. I run a very small operation. I've never boiled up and gained more than 1 gallon of sap or syrup at the end, but this is what I do. There's a couple different things that I use for collection, but today we're going to be putting in buckets, and then the spiles that we use are going to be these plastic ones that go on tubing. So what we're going to do is, right, wrong, or indifferent, I always try to tap on the south facing side of the tree. It warms faster. You should see gains on it quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this tree. You want to drill it in and kind of in an upward direction a little bit, and you need to go in probably 1.5 inches to no more than 2 inches. I think at 2 inches you start hurting a tree. So it doesn't really matter how far up and down. People talk about veins going up. I've never figured that one out yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and tap this tree quick and I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. So that's pretty good there for getting in 1.5 inches. So then I'm gonna take, I got one spile that's in with a tube on it already. When you're tapping these and it's running, this thing will start dripping immediately, but it's still under 30 degrees out here. Tomorrow is when the heat starts. I think we have a week of somewhere close to 40s on the highs. These trees are frozen. They won't run right away when it gets warmer, but they will eventually run. So what you do then, get the little guy in the hole, get out your trusty hammer locks. I put it at just a little bit of an angle. And that's it. So what we do from there, on these, there's a reason I brought buckets out, because they're going to be sitting in the snow. I'm not going to be able to check these for a while. I do have a bag system. Once the sap starts flowing a little quicker, I will bring bags out, but you can see there's a hole in here. You just basically, you put the cover on. You're always using new or clean tubing and spiles. I clean all this stuff out right away. And there it is. That's one tap tree. I'm going to do 4 buckets today. I'll check on it periodically. We're not going to be in the heavy sap run for a couple of weeks yet, I'm sure. So I'm just going to do this just to kind of start testing the trees, and then, you know, we'll come back and we'll start boiling this stuff off once it starts running. But I got more trees to tap here, so we'll catch back. Okay folks, I just drilled this and the sap is pouring out of it already. So this is a little, probably 12-inch diameter tree, south face inside, and I just drilled it just seconds ago. You can see she's bubbling right out of there. Good deal. So the sap run is started. I usually put the bucket on the north side of the tree. If I'm not going to be out there collecting daily or, you know, keeping track of things, I like to do it on the north side of the tree. There it is. Keeps the sap cold, doesn't rot it out then. It'll be sitting in the snow here. All right, we're back out here again. It's Sunday, March 2nd. So the other taps that we had out really didn't pan out very good. It got cold again. It's looking like the weather's going to be a little bit better coming up here. So this is going to be a different style, I guess, sap collection thing I use. They're bags. So how it works is you got a hole that hangs on this guy, and that's the aluminum spile, and then basically it drips down in the bag and fills it up. So as you can see though, we have sap running. So hopefully we can collect a bunch. We hang this on there. Now it's self-supporting. It'll hang onto that spile and then fill up, and it should hold a few, I can't remember, a few gallons, but you can kind of see it running inside there already. Those bags will fill up. And then this weekend we're going to, this coming weekend we'll be boiling, so more to come.
All right, fill her up.
All right, now that we know how to tap trees, the next video for the 2025 maple sap season will be boiling and getting it sap to syrup. So stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.